Welcome to the Keeping You On Stage podcast. Join us as we dive into the vibrant world of dance, sharing our insights and experiences while spotlighting the incredible talents within our community. Each episode features engaging conversations with guests who bring their unique expertise and stories to the table, enriching our understanding of this beautiful art form. Our motto, Keeping You On Stage, drives our mission to celebrate and uplift dancers of all backgrounds. Whether you're a beginner, a seasoned performer, or a passionate enthusiast, this podcast is your backstage pass into the dance world. Tune in and let's keep the spotlight shining bright. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Keeping You On Stage podcast. We're your hosts, Hailee
and Brooke. Each week we sit down with inspiring voices from across the dance community. We're so excited to introduce our guest today, Aubree.
Hello.
We're so happy to have her here. Aubree is an award-winning high school cheer and song leading coach, former University of Utah Cheerleader, go Utes, and former member of the Utah Jazz Stunt Team. Holding a degree in interior design, Aubree brings artistry and precision to her coaching, guiding her teams to national success. Beyond her coaching career, Aubree is also a prominent digital creator. During the COVID-19 pandemic, she began sharing videos of her 4 children dancing, candid mom life moments, and everyday humor as a way to uplift others. Her authentic voice resonated widely, and what started as a coping strategy blossomed into a major social platform presence. She now reaches nearly 2 million followers on TikTok and around 600,000 on Instagram. Combining performance, family, and influence, Aubree uses her platform to share the beautiful chaos of motherhood and to inspire others through creativity, positivity, and the joy found in daily life. Always moving, always creating, she inspires others to find joy in their journey. Please welcome, again, Aubree, and is it Gustafson?
Yes.
Okay.
You said, yeah, that's
I'm
the first time somebody's really got it right.
Like,
thanks for
thank
coming.
you.
I'm
know.
excited.
Okay, let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
You've clearly had a lifelong relationship with movement and performance, cheer, stunt, coaching, all the things, dancing. What first drew you into that world?
Man, okay. So I will say when you realize that dance makes you happy, I would say that's probably, once I started moving when I was little, that's what made me happy. I grew up in a family with lots of girls. I have 2 older sisters.
So fun.
They danced as well. I grew up watching them dance. And so I think I just kind of fell in love with it when I saw my sisters dance. We have such a close relationship that it was something I wanted to do. Grew up watching Paula Abdul dancing, the Janet Jackson music videos.
Yes.
We would stand in front of the TV and just want to be like them and dance. And so it's one of those things that you realize you love dance. It makes you happy.
I love it so much. How old were you when you started?
I was probably about 3 years old. Yeah.
Take us through what it was like to be a cheerleader at the U.
It's so long ago, but it was seriously the best time of my life, I could say. Just a great experience. I feel like just being involved with, the school I was attending at the time, which was the U, and I had such a great coach, and I actually got to cheer with my older sister as well.
Oh, fun.
And so that made it really fun. And then both of us actually went on from the U and did the jazz as well together.
What a great experience.
Yeah, just such a fun experience.
Just constant performing.
Constant performing.
That's not every dancer has that opportunity to go and do that in college or after high school, you know? Yeah. And so that's so fun.
It was a blast.
So when you did the stunt team, I'm trying to remember back then.
Yes.
Makes us seem so old, but I can't remember. Has there always been a jazz stunt team, or were you one of the first?
The jazz ones. We were one of the first. There was a jazz stunt team prior to us for a few years, and then they stopped for a few years, and then they brought the jazz stunt team back. I think they still have the jazz stunt team. What I can see, but I think since when I did it, it's kind of stayed. It's just stayed, and yeah.
So fun. Would you guys travel with the team?
No, we just did
home games.
We just did the home games.
That is awesome.
I'm sure, did you get to meet all the different players from the different teams, or?
We were not allowed to speak to any of the players. You actually have to sign a contract. But I will say
I got to stand next to Kobe Bryant. That's like my one thing that I always like tell
I
people. I'm like,
did
I stood next
too.
to him
I did too.
on the floor.
Oh,
I remember it was the game that he scored
No,
like
you're fine.
80 points
Oh
with
my
the
gosh.
Jazz.
Yes. And I remember it was a timeout and I ran I beelined it because I wanted to stand next to him. And I
Yes.
remember just looking
Just-
up at him and
oh
I'm like, oh my gosh, he's
my.
so tall.
That's
Yeah.
How
was kinda fun.
lucky to have that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was such a good
like,
basketball
literal
player and
legend. Yeah.
really like a good guy. When did
Good
you get to
experience.
stand by him? Just
we
out
performed. I think for
Oh.
drill there, and we were playing them. And I remember
fun.
being on the court.
You don't realize
Oh
how
my
tall
gosh,
they
yeah.
are until
Uh-huh.
you actually
Tell
stand
you,
next
yes.
to them and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
this is
Oh.
they're tall.
They're giant.
Yes.
Okay, so you're also a nationally recognized coach.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit. That's a different side of performing, right? Like
Yes.
you went from sidelines to kind of on the side, or I mean,
Yes.
behind the stage, backstage, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
But really, as a coach, though, your work is put on stage.
Yeah.
So
Literally.
tell
yeah.
us about that. What was it like? How long did you coach?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I've coached forever. So I coached all-star cheer a little bit and we always went to nationals and placed really well. And then I actually coached a song team, which I take a lot of pride in because cheer doesn't do song anymore, but they used to.
Mhm.
And my little team was phenomenal. I mean, killed it every comp. And they were the best dancers, song
Awesome.
team. And then my sister and I actually coached at another high school together a bit later. And that was fun as well. So I feel like I'm always kind of coaching at some point in my life. Right now I'm not, but
You're coaching your own kids.
definitely coaching my own kids now.
Mhm.
Yeah. So for song leading, back then you would have your cheer team and then
Mhm.
you'd have your song leaders and they would compete in like a palm dancing routine. And so you would have dancers. I mean, you have to dance to be able to pull off a palm routine. You see
Right, yeah.
palm routines now in
Yes.
college, right? And that's
Mhm.
basically what they
What it
did in high
is.
school.
Yeah.
And I coached Cottonwood High School song
Okay.
leaders. Yeah. For a
That's
few years
awesome.
and just had so much fun.
But
So it is the palm routine.
Palm
Like,
basically.
it's
yes.
turned into the
Yes,
what
you
is
wear the
now
whole
called
jazz
palm.
shoes, you have
Yes.
the
Okay.
palms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What did you love most about coaching?
I loved building my relationships with my kids. I call them my kids because I felt like they were all my children. But I still to this day, will see a lot of the kids I coached. A lot of them are now married. They're having kids of their
Oh,
own,
goodness.
and I'll get invited to baby showers. It's just fun,
That
just to
is so
build those
fun.
relationships like that. So, yeah.
Well, that says a lot about the
About
kind of
you.
coach that
Oh,
you are. Okay, moving on.
yes.
You went and got your degree in interior design. Did you do
Yes.
that at the U?
When I transferred from the U, I went to LDS Business College.
Oh, yeah.
because they have an incredible program there, and that's where I got
That's-
my degree.
We both love interior design and just decorating and all of that.
Yeah.
So I think that is pretty fascinating.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
It's fun.
that's a lot. Do you think that your artistic side played into how you choreograph your routines?
Absolutely. I feel like when you choreograph, you do have to have some sort of artistic side to you to be able to connect with music and
Mhm.
movement. It takes a special, I don't know, passion, I guess I would say, to really enjoy that. And like we're talking about interior design, and
Right.
it kind of goes hand in hand. I mean, you're decorating, you're designing, you're using colors, you're using objects. It's all kind of all
Kind of all
flows
goes there.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fun. And
Dimensions.
I didn't realize how much goes into interior design until I actually went to school for it. But I mean, it's a lot, but also very fascinating.
So I just have to say, I've been following you for quite a few years. I mean, really, probably since just right after COVID or something
Oh,
like
really?
that.
I love
And
it.
so,
I love
like,
it.
I remember when you would do your little dances, like on your porch,
Yes.
you
Oh my
know?
gosh,
And
yeah.
so I just have thought, I'm like, how fun, how creative to get all of your kids involved and in
Yeah.
such a funky time in our world.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah.
What was going to happen? How long are we going to be in quarantine?
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
crazy times.
Everyone was scared of everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 6 foot,
So you started posting and now you've got millions of views on TikTok. What prompted you that first time
Oh
to
my
be like,
goodness.
we're going to record this
Yeah.
and I'm going to put it on?
So crazy. It's so crazy to think about. So it took my oldest daughter. She was the one that came to me and was like, "Have you heard of TikTok dances?" And I was like, "No, I have
What
never heard
is
of
that?
TikTok ever. What is TikTok?" She wanted me to learn a TikTok with her. So I tried learning. Like, if I go back to the very first TikTok I did with her, it's a little scary. It's a little scary, but like the first one we did was so fun. And I'm like, this is kind of fun. Like, she's been asking me to do a TikTok dance with her. Like, my daughter wants to dance with me. Okay.
She must think
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, she must think I'm cool. And it kind of started from there and then just kind of snowballed. And, I had at the time, my youngest was 2. And
Oh,
so
wow.
you're like in that, you're stuck at home with your little kids and
Right.
it's hard. And for me, my thing to help through hard times is laughter.
Yeah.
Like, just laughter makes everything okay. And so to
Mhm.
kind of make light of situations for me, I know it helps me out. And I just wanted to do that for others, hoping that they would relate.
Yeah.
And it's crazy the responses that I got
That's
right off the
awesome.
bat. Kind of, like I said, snowballed from there. It wasn't anything I was trying or planning on doing. It just kind of happened. But here we are,
Yes.
like 5.5 years later. And
Mhm.
we're like still going. So it's
That's
really been fun.
so
Like, I feel
awesome.
really blessed for having like the opportunities I've had through Instagram and TikTok and social media. But yeah, it's been great. Yeah,
That is so
That's
fun.
really nice.
I feel like that just takes a lot of courage.
it
I
does.
would be like, oh, that wasn't good enough. Like I looked a certain way and
Well, you know what's
I just
funny?
love it.
What I find is the more authentic you are, the more positive responses you get. It's crazy. I feel like I could talk about social media for hours because I feel like
I
I've
love it.
learned a lot.
Oh, I bet.
But it is crazy. We'll do a take and it will literally be, we'll be laughing because I'm like, this is so dumb. And I'm like, we're posting it.
Yes,
Yeah.
post it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you have
and it takes off because I'll be like, this one will take off and it will.
that is
It's
so
interesting.
fun.
Yeah. It's fun though.
I love that you are authentic. I
Yeah.
love
you.
that you're promoting that. Because
Yes.
I think
Being real.
being
Yes.
being real, that's what they want to
Yes.
see and not
You have to be real.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that is awesome.
Yep.
I love that.
Thank you so much. I'm curious, how do your kids feel about it? Like being on?
Being on,
Mm.
I always leave it up to them
Okay.
if they want to do it or not. Like every once in a while, you'll see my son pop in.
Yes, I have noticed him. I
Uh-huh.
love it.
Probably a few days ago. I
Okay.
was like, hey, you want to do a TikTok? And he was like, yeah, let's do one.
You're like, okay.
Oh.
I know. So I was like, grab the tripod
Yeah.
before he changes his mind. We're going to hurry and do it. And so I try to take those moments and run with it when I can. My younger ones, I don't put on
Mhm.
the camera as much. They're still kind of growing into it and they don't care as much to do it. So
Yeah.
I
Right.
don't push it. It's kind of grown off of my oldest daughter, which has been fun. And she's always game. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you want to do dance? And she's like, yeah.
Yes.
Or she'll send me something and be like, hey, let's do this. I'm like, let's do it.
Oh,
So I know I
fun.
kind of leave it up to them. But there has been stuff in the past that I've posted and one of them will be like, hey, like, I don't know if I like that, and I'm like, all right,
We'll
we'll just take it down because I want to make sure they're comfortable too,
Sure.
because it doesn't just reflect me, it reflects them and everybody. So
Mm.
yeah, you kind of have to be a little careful with that when you're posting things, but
Mhm.
I do try to make my content family friendly. So,
Right. It is
yeah.
very, I love that. That
Mhm.
So thank you.
also says a lot about you and like what a good mom you are.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
thank you. I tried.
yeah, just like super respectful but love that
Aware
you're,
of what
Yeah.
of other people.
but
Oh,
love that
thank
you
you.
can include them. Like
Yes.
trying to, there's a fine line, I feel
Yes,
like.
definitely a fine
And
line. Yep.
you have done a really good job.
Thank you.
with that.
It's hard. It definitely is hard when you're trying to be a content creator
Mhm.
and you have a family and you
Mhm.
want to include them, but you do have to find that fine line. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But a great experience for you and your daughter too,
Oh,
and
thank
your
you.
other kids. Like,
Seriously.
It's
a
been so fun.
bonding
Yeah.
experience.
I always say, like, if I can get, especially my teenagers, they're in that stage of life. I'm like, if I can get them to smile
Yes.
for, that little bit and have fun, like,
Yeah.
I will take it. Like, if that means I have to be silly or whatever, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, and I think so much. I mean, we probably do because we're both dancers, but
yes.
like I dance in the kitchen with my kids, you
Yes.
know, and I think
I
it's
love
so fun. And
It is.
I have always done that. And maybe that's why I related so much to you during that
Yes.
time. But I think probably most of us do that. But
Oh,
then
yes.
just going that extra step and like
Recording it.
recording it and putting it on there, you know,
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
So great.
I love it.
And such a good thing to share with your kids that like mom can have fun too. Mom can
Yes.
be crazy and
Yes.
not just so
Yes.
like do your homework, do this, clean your room.
We can still
Mom-
have, there's no age limit
Yep.
No.
to dancing.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
always say that. If it makes you happy,
Do it.
do it. Just
Yep.
do it.
I
Yeah.
love that. Okay, so our listeners are dancers,
Yes.
parents, coaches who are all right in the middle of the thick of things.
Yeah.
What advice would you share with them? If you're a dancer
Yes.
and you're going through it right now, whether it's drill, cheer, whatever it is,
studio,
at a
yeah.
studio, what would be the one thing that you would give, like good advice that you would give to
Advice?
them?
You know, and speaking of that, I've got 3 right now, right?
Uh-huh.
I've got 3 daughters. I've got one in high school who's on drill. And
Okay.
then I've got my 2 younger ones that are doing the studio comp life.
Okay.
And all 3 of them go through it, just as
Mhm.
I assume all kids go through it at one time or another. And I always try to remind my kids, why do you dance? I ask them this, why do you dance? Are you dancing for, your teacher? Are you dancing for me? Are you dancing for this? Or are you dancing for you?
Right.
And most of the time they come back and they say, well, I'm dancing for me. And I think if you help them remember and realize, like, you're dancing because you love to dance, remember that. Because I think it's so easy to get caught up in everything, not to like mention the outside life
Right.
for kids. Like, I don't even know how kids do it nowadays, right?
I have
Like, we kind
no
of grew
idea.
up in that era, maybe getting phones for the first
Right,
time,
yeah.
Yes, yep,
not the
exactly.
internet, social
No.
media.
Yeah.
So I really feel like I always have to remind myself, like, I did not grow up in this time.
No.
Kids
need
go
to
through
give
it.
them more
Just give them more credit
Right.
and remind them why they're dancing. They're dancing
Love
for
that.
you. You love it. This is why you're here. So
I love that so much. And what about the parents?
kind of the same thing. Man, I mean, it's tough for parents too. I feel like parents almost take things harder than their
Oh, yeah.
kids. You see kids and
Absolutely.
they're hurt or they come home and I got moved it back, and
Mhm.
you're upset, because you want your kid to be up front. You pay all this money, you're traveling, it can be stressful too. And I think just kind of taking a step back sometimes and just taking a breath and try to enjoy the moment of enjoying and watching them enjoy dance, I think is always a good thing to remember. I mean, once comp season comes, which is creeping up on us, it's crazy.
It is.
It gets really crazy, but I enjoy the chaos
Right.
because once it's over, you're like, I kind of miss it. I kind of
Right.
miss it. So try to enjoy that in the moment time because it's by
Well,
so
like
fast.
you said in your bio, beautiful chaos.
Yes.
And I love that so much because to me, that's just like appreciating and being grateful for the moments that we have. And
Yes.
it is chaotic.
It's so chaotic.
We do this because
Yes.
we love it.
Yes, we love it. And there's nothing, it's priceless when you get to see your child be happy.
Yeah.
Like you almost feed off of like the way your kids are. So
Right.
you want them to be happy.
Yeah. That's
love
so
that.
great.
Yeah.
Okay. And last, the coaches.
Yes.
Any advice for any coaches or teachers or mentors out there that are listening?
My goodness. I'm like, there's so much I could say with being coaches because it's such a hard job.
Yeah.
I feel for coaches because now I've been on both the coaches side and the parent side. So I can see both sides of things. For instance, when any of my kids, even my son, comes home and they're upset about something, maybe they're mad at their coaches, I always try to ask, like, well, let's walk through what happened. And I try to explain where the coach is coming from. But I also think as a coach, you have to remember that kids are kids, and in the long run, it's not necessarily about being a coach, but you want these kids to grow up and have a great experience as well. And so you just have to remember that, like, we're all human. Kids are kids. Same thing with parents. Like, you just have to be patient. But again, like, I feel for coaches.
Yes.
It's a hard job.
Because it is
Hard
such
job.
a hard job. And sometimes you feel like you're just donating time. But you do it again. I kind of go back to, why are you coaching? You love it. You have to
Right.
love what you're doing when you're coaching. And if you love it, remember that.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
That's actually such great advice
Yeah.
because it's really easy to get caught up in
Yes.
just all the things or like the
Yes.
drama or
Yes.
I
Or
mean,
being the best.
yeah,
Yes.
being the best and making
Yes.
sure you're the top and really it's just about really you're doing it because you love it. And we all know coaches don't hardly make anything.
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
not always worth the headache, but
Yeah.
it is because you love
You
it.
do. Yeah. You definitely do it because you love it. I mean, high school, especially high school, like if you're coaching anything in high school, you're basically
Definitely.
Donating
time.
all of
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
for sure.
I think we should talk about social media a little bit more. What would you share?
I get questions all the time from businesses, people who want to start somewhere.
Mhm.
And I always tell them, well, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You just hit record. Like you have to
Love that.
just start. Because once you start being authentic, I'm trying to find the right word,
Mhm.
will happen
Mhm.
naturally. But let's talk about dancers specifically
Yeah.
and social media, because in the dance world, like finding a good paying job is hard to find,
Very.
right? I mean, once you graduate high school and you want to go commercial, you're out in LA, you're fighting to get, commercials to be backup dancers. And it's like, it's tough.
It's hard.
It's
Yeah.
really hard. Guess what? You can make a lot of money on social media,
Right.
and a lot of dancers do. And again, all you have to do is start somewhere. My advice for somebody who is wanting to grow a page, it's about consistency. If you notice, you remember me starting out on the front porch. People recognized the front porch immediately when I started. They knew that it was going to be a mother-daughter dancing. We kind of dance more in the kitchen now because it's a bigger space. So it's funny, like my kitchen's very familiar. And so that's what I mean. Like, be consistent in maybe where you film, maybe what you wear. I noticed a lot of dancers that start growing on social media, they're wearing the same thing. And so when their video pops up, they're immediately recognized.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is so-and-so, or you'll see a lot of gas station dances. I
Yes,
see
I
that
have
all
seen
the
those.
time. And I'm
Yeah.
like, those always go viral.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's something
Mhm.
about the Maverick gas station,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
lighting at night that
Mhm.
like,
That's great.
it's great. It works. And so you have to kind of feel around a little bit and find what works for you. And again, dancers, you can kill it on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And it's never too late. Never. And that's the other question I always get. Is it too late? Like, no, you got to start. Just start.
That is
And there's
so
room for
fun.
everybody. Like
Yeah.
I follow, I don't even know how many people,
Mhm.
So don't ever think that it's too late. Just start.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Like biggest advice, just do it.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I do too. I love that.
Yeah.
Aubree, thank you so much for being here today. Your story is such a powerful reminder that performance isn't just about perfection. It's about heart, hustle, and showing up, whether it's on the mat, the stage, or on your front porch or in your kitchen.
Yay. Thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun with you guys.
Oh,
You're
you're
so
sweet. Thanks for
sweet.
coming and taking the time.
Such a joy, honestly.
Thank you.
And to everyone listening, if you're feeling inspired, remember it's not always about being perfect. It's about being true to your voice and your rhythm and your why. And honestly, like Aubree said, just do it. Like
Yeah.
if you're thinking
Yes.
about something, just go for it.
Just
Just
do it.
do it. Just start.
Yes.
So until next time, keep moving, keep creating, and keep showing up.
Happy
Happy
dancing.
dancing.